They're going to be playing against Ghosts, playing against ideas and moves that have happened in practice, happened in previous matches.
Taking the time, though. Here come Legacy. Side of that smoke. It's lurked on out, and Kenzazor elevated in his position, flashes up. Hetrick going to capitalize on the chance. His first kill's locked in. He's got a second, no problem on the Joe Berettas until finally removed by Lato. But that third player now detected, and Essential removed from the back platform. So Legacy, it doesn't matter there's 3 players defending against them. They cut right through them, and it's not going to be a 1v3 clutch here for Alex.
They are so good at trading in those chaotic situations around the smoke as well. Players being a distraction, he's got to just take a massive risk. Here's one out to the left, but how do you go? Oh, what a shot!
Well, there's one. He's got to send 2 more, 6 feet under. The first 6 picked up. Goes into the fight, and Lato to drop him at the doorway. Pistol won by Legacy.
Yeah, admirable effort in the 1 versus 3. A near impossible retake for Alex.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.
Kind of that you have to come into this with if you're bait, which is 1, supremely confident that you've practiced and you've looked at enough and you've lost enough to be able to counter them. Good shot from Hetrick. Long challenge goes the way of bait. The other side is if you start getting buried in a hole, like, you know, on some level you have the kind of mentality of like, yep, this is kind of what usually happens. So like, don't take this one too harshly.
Got Nissim and Lux making their way out. Going to be creeping up towards the top of the B ramp. We've got Kenzazor waiting at the window here. 35 seconds. PL starting to send shots through that CT smoke. But Essential will make first contact. Flash is so effective, doesn't matter. Protected by the car. It's Essential with a great double. And to put Sads in an impossible situation. It's going to be the first round here for Bait, and they win it with all 5 up.
Yeah, very clean victory, which is a bummer if you're Legacy. It's great if you're Bait. Money gets to be established for Legacy. You don't get to punish any of this, don't get to force any rebuys, so they get a lot of cash behind them as well. Very nice hold, and also, I mean, it shows you too. You could see, I mean, Bait never really truly got nervous during that play. 20 seconds.
Luck's about to come through, but Kenzazor, he could spoil this all. Letting it go by, but he's caught by the flash. They haven't detected him. Finally unleashes the bullets. It's going to be a double for Kenzazor, cutting them down and slowing that bomb away. With no time left, they can't recover this, and Kenzazor still getting his frag anyway. Legacy getting stalled out, and it does not look like today is going to be a one-sided streak because we end up seeing...
I think he used that smoke as sort of a distraction. Hetrick sees it come in, and he kind of takes that moment of opportunity to go for the swing. Boy, does it work. Now they pick up the pace towards Catwalk early. They want to take advantage of the rotation, but not there yet.
Yeah, MPL holding on, mowing them down. It's Alex 666 to come in and help him out. But Sadsin all of a sudden getting another one on the AK-47, and we've got Nissim up against MPL all of a sudden in a 1v1. There's a full minute left to try and play this one if you're Nissim. Yeah, by the time Nissim gets towards that bomb, he's not going to have many options whatsoever. You know, you've got MPL just blocking him off from accessing it. So it's got to be a kill here, and MPL is going to just take it. So no chance really there for Nissim. Wasn't ready for him on the stairway.
Move in towards the long cave from Lato, just to Mac 10 though. Here we go. It's going to be a timing hit, a little bit delayed, and the defense just falls back. This time it's a catwalk setup, and oh, Kenzazor takes out Nissim, now controls the middle of the map. Man, Bait looks really good. They look like all the practice, all the games they've played against Legacy on this map, they know what's coming.
Here goes the flash out. Alex going into the swing. Luck's going to make sure that Alex eats dirt as they move up towards the bomb site. Legacy have everyone committed towards the site. They'll have the post-plant position set up for Sadzin already, but they have to get that plant going. And Hetrick, he's committed now. Oh, he's getting spammed down, used to that smoke as cover. Trying to get away. Lato going to take his teammates out of the question, though, and it's starting to get a little bit scary now for Bait's defense. That bomb's still yet to go down, but the fights are all going the way of Legacy. And Hetrick just nailing one before he goes down as well. It is the lead reclaimed by Legacy.
4 versus 5 conversion. I think they caught the one round where Bait decides not to go into that standard, more passive defaulty setup for the CT side. They get aggressive in towards lower. They get aggressive on short.
I mean, we posed the question, will Bait be able to keep up that competitive nature of the game? And like you see, could rip it away from them. It's a great start here. Again, Sadzin. A little bit of a different boost, just slightly off to the side, but Alex giving it a go on the AWP. Only manages one before being traded out by Nissim, who is staying committed to this lower fight. He sees the second player, grab that chance for a double kill. So ends up being MPL and Essential left alone this round. Really goes nowhere for Bait. We've got a 6-3 lead all of a sudden for Legacy.
Yeah, it's a bummer, but I like that Bait at least had an idea, right? They had a plan of something to do. It wasn't just like kind of set up in a default and let these kind of guns see what happens. And unfortunately, goes the other direction. Good little boost from Sadzin. Oh, nice shot from Essential as Nissim pokes his head up, and now they pick up the pace towards Catwalk. At least one player at the B bomb site. They know regardless of where the second is, it's going to be a 3-on-1. The bummer for Legacy is because of that kill on Nissim, there's no way they go for a hunt again. You've already lost 2 players. You don't want to lose and risk more of your economy. So Essential and NPL, once again, should be able to get away with the M4 and AWP, which is great money benefit for Bait moving forward. But it does increase the lead to 6-3 now, as Legacy have regained a bit of momentum after that 3-round streak from the defense.
"58 seconds. Dumau down in towards the elevator. Good position to maintain at the moment. Lato starting to encroach upon the defense, but Dumau going down. A Lux to follow, but look at that. Lato and Nissim still fighting on. Still keeping Legacy within a chance of this, but Bait 1 player up with 40 seconds left. Bomb being dropped is a massive problem here for Legacy. You can't sort of duck out and go back to that B bomb site. You've got to try and move forward, and that's the risk required for Sadzin, and it just doesn't work out.
Yeah, Sadzin is probably a little bit frustrated with how that round actually played out. Due to the smokes and just due to the way things were happening on the map, he never got a chance to really get involved.
Every now and then, peeking his head up above that box, but eventually this fight is coming his way. And Legacy send the signs out. Oh, great utility. Essential. Still blinded. Still effective. Goes up into the open. Again, trying to nip away with an extra kill. But he slowed this down. He stalled this out. And he still got help from his teammates. That push towards top middle has worked out very well from Alex666 on that flank. But we got Kensis or a car obliterated by Nissim. And that B bomb site is wide open.
Yeah, Sadzin drops the bomb. He's got to be cautious about the flank. Alex had just poked his head up the stairs, but he actually falls all the way back. So shows the flank, makes a noise, wants Sadzin to be very cognizant of the fact, and wants his attention to be peeled away.
Certainly had enough to go for it personally, but look at the finances across the board, just playing the numbers here.
I think I would have thought they would have at least gone for a shot. Like, throw the flashbang, see if anyone comes into the open, see if you can get any picks, because they would have been able to have a pretty decent buy if Hetrick just fell back and saved the op. And Nissim is going to go down eventually. How many can he take with him?
Oh, everyone apparently, Jason. Let's see if he gets his gun out in time. No. Decides to throw a Molotov at him. I mean, it's an option. Not the most effective, but he does so well there in the tunnels to get 2 on that lower tunnels push.
You couldn't have asked for much more out of him in that situation.
There's a swing out from Alex, realizing a risk needed, needs some success, couldn't get the double. Does well to at least get 1, but it's now on Hetrick to deliver some impact in this last round of the first half. If he can even get 1, he can set up Essential for a 1v2. Hetrick hoping he can get a little bit more than that.
No flashbangs either.
Still at long as that resmoke comes in for the CT cross.
Yeah, there's no utility to actually get them into the bomb site, but the support from Sadzin is perfect. Hetrick gets pulled into the peak, and now it's just Essential.
Yeah, 1v3 from short. Not enjoying this moment. He knows stepping up to this 1v3 is going to end in defeat. Legacy have put themselves in a position to win 8-4 here in the half, and that is exactly what they will secure. A strong T-side once again from the Brazilians here on Dust 2. They are looking to repeat history and win Dust 2 once again against Bait.
1 player lurking tunnels, 1 player lurking long, and 3-man attack coming up catwalk as we speak.
Oh, the flash play. Alex is going to be blinded and pinned in the corner. There's no way you can get away from that. Great work from Dumau. Here comes the reaction from Bait, trying to accelerate things up through short.
Oh, I thought they were going to stop and turn back, but they are indeed coming all the way.
Yeah, staying committed to this. You've got Lux and Dumau out long. They've lost their teammate in the bomb site. They're trying to hold on, allow this rotation to come through. Dumau with another. He's still standing, but that bomb plant has come in. Bait will have a force buy, at least in the next round. But let's see if they can close out this 3v3.
Yeah, Nissim noticed that access from CT spawn is closed. Dumau's got to get something going, and coming up catwalk is the next best thing.
Yeah, Dumau at car sends his first shot whizzing past the head of Hetrick, and we've got Kenzisor racing down short, catching Nissim on that retake attempt. It's got to be Dumau to do everything, and look at that. Bomb is not planted for the 2 remaining Bait players. Now they know Dumau's not on the defusal, and the time is against him, but Dumau is killing everybody, and at least trying to bring everybody down with him, as Dumau will collect all 5 of the kills, but he's unable to win the round due to the defusal, and that'll end up being a round win for Bait, but some style points for Dumau.
Yeah, good shooting, but obviously an ace in a losing effort. I don't even know if that really counts as an ace at the end of the day.
Does,
statistically, he's going to get it.
It's all 5.
So I would imagine he's got the timing in his head of when he needs to be back at railing to replenish that smoke, or at least get eyes on it with the AWP. Another flash to activate Dumau in towards the long cave. Information being gathered. Legacy do not like sitting back on their heels.
There you go. Alex making his way through the doors. Lato and Lux. Well, the first couple, it's a stronghold from Legacy so far, and it doesn't look like Bait are going to unravel them because that flank comes in from Dumau. That is the bomb down the middle. And no matter what success Canids has here, it is not going to result in a round victory for Bait. Legacy will extend the lead up to 9-7.
And just like in the first half, the first gun round is very clean for the defensive side. All 5 players survive, so you've all of a sudden got put in a tough place where the CT side has a buy built up behind them already. Dumau is going to swing for the fight. He will go down, so flawless victory not obtained, but Lux will not fall, brought low, but gets the kill at the end, and Legacy keep nursing this 2-round lead. Dude, this is
wild from Dumau.
Yeah, but these are like the risks that make them such a tough team to play against because it's just happening at such a weird time. Oh, they line up. I couldn't have gone any better.
Oh, Dumau even gets a chance on a third player as well. And
Ooh,
Dumau gets away.
Oh, you get a clap. You get a clap for that one. Great decision making. I'm so happy he's made that call to just back away. He's done the damage. Don't give him a kill back, and you've just ruined everything they want to do. Because this is also part of it going into it is that's also a risk taken in a round that comes out of a timeout. So you know in the back of their minds, Bait is thinking the strategy they called, what everyone's going to do, what their responsibility is. You know they're kind of...
That just makes things so difficult for Bait to get a read on the game as well. When you're playing your E point, you could just be getting flanked at long, get a bit paranoid about that for the rounds to come, even though Dumau is unlikely to make that play ever again throughout regulation. It's just the precedent has been set that that is possible. Once again, a round gets nowhere for Bait. Legacy are starting to really level up here, switching it up a gear, and Bait just don't really have the money to keep going. This is going to end up likely being 11-7, and we'll get one goodbye out of it again before Legacy are on that point.
So I think if you're Bait, you might want to pick up the pacing and find a bit of a quicker timing to get your round started.
That's a good swing here from Nissan. Going to open up quite quickly here onto Essential. Lato on his walk down the bottom of the B ramp. It's Lux. A little bit of an off angle dealt with by Head Trick.
I think him falling off the box is what dropped him into the headshot.
Into the Head Trick. Now we've got Dumau getting cleared out. Kenzor. Really important frags being picked up here from Bait. All of a sudden this round was close. And it's now no longer. It's a 4-2 lead on the player count. Here's the reaction from Nissan, realizing a risk is required. Does this play get them back into the round?
It very well could with the timing. Low HP on one player, Head Trick, who's just jumping up now. NPL's watching for this.
Oh,
beautiful
okay.
Shot from NPL.
Yeah, aware of that possibility. NPL, great work, great shots. And we're now looking at an 8-11 scoreline. Bait, really important that they win this round. Otherwise, it felt like the map was over.
Yeah, Sadzin's got to try and save this AWP. Crossing over to the B bomb site. Double doors is a danger point. Nobody peeking. Bait probably not, I don't know. You know it's the only the Opera alive, so you could go for a hunt, but with the money it is, I think more likely they just, you know, stand their ground and are happy with the victory. Ruined my idea to take that sort of a gamble. Oh well, still playing pretty decent, at least on day one. We'll see if that can convert into the best of threes. Dumau missing the entire mag, not managing to get away. Kenzazor lands a random stray bullet onto his dome through the smoke.
Well, Bait maintaining the advantage. They're about to round the corner here at short as the smoke fades away. And the pack move up, the bomb just joining them. Nearly getting caught in the Xbox for that second kill. It's going to be tough to see them get back into this round, but maybe there's some way thanks to Sadzin's orb. Oh my god, crossing into the site. He's actually got away with a second. The sniper is silencing them, and he's still alive. 22 seconds, his teammate Lux goes down. The dink's now landing as Sadzin is the only player left, and he does well to at least keep his team in the fight for a moment, but the rest of his teammates unable to deliver the goods, and we now see Bait move up to 9.
How hard it is to continually beat the same team on the same map, because they're always reviewing those demos and always picking them apart in detail of what they can do differently, and they're the ones who make the most changes, so Bait giving a lot of difficulty over to Legacy today.
Yeah, MPL crossing a little bit too early. That also, the mid-door smoke doesn't bloom all the way up, right? So there would have been a gap for Sadzin to peer over regardless. So MPL going to be frustrated that he's the first death conceded. Here goes Kenzazor and Alex as they move up towards short.
Yeah, not a bad timing. Smoke might delay it, although there's a gap on that left side if they want to work their way through, and indeed they do. Okay,
oh,
Lux.
Yeah. Gonna move on it. Lux keeps his head down. His teammate racing back from CT spawn to get in a position to fight. That's Lado, but the rifle's gone. Great response here from Essential. Lux could burn. He's down to low HP. They're gonna run him down regardless. His teammate can't save him from the pit. And now they know there's a player in pit. You can see Kenzistor communicating that rapidly to his teammates. But Dumau's got to feel useless all the way back here. He can't get involved. He can't change the outcome of this. And it's gonna be a tied scoreline, 11-11.
You need to save and back off. Oh, it's not gonna happen. That's the AWP taken away.
Oh,
Bait all of a sudden, yeah, gotten really ruthless with it. Going aggressive peek onto the AWP. Now Nissim falls. Oh, baby. Bait have done it right at the tail end. Break the economy, close the scoreline, and now you tie it up at 11-11.
This goal feels so good as well from Matt and the coach calling a timeout. And after that, they went on a streak of round wins.
4 rounds in a row. He's had to burn all 3 timeouts, so he doesn't get to be involved anymore unless Legacy call a timeout, which they do here because dire situation so that he can help him out and give him a reprieve to focus on the game.
The MPL charge out the long corner. We've got Dumau on the flip side of the smoke. And look at the dink. Oh, MPL once again, the first victim of the round. Back to back, he's gone down first.
You got to imagine they pick up the pace towards the B bomb site, though. That's got to be the play from there. Nissim, good shot. You need to stall them out. Nice play, good utility.
Yeah, will they respect that? Looks like they will. They're going to let Alex make the next play.
Whoa!
Okay, Sadson needed that. Nails the headshot on Alex with a scout of all weapons, and they walk into the Nissim lineup.
Oh my God.
Oh, that is a round that just rips the heart out of the chest of Bait. That should have been theirs all day long, but some great shots coming in from Legacy.
No time to be frustrated, though. You have plenty of money. Nobody peeking mid or playing behind double doors. Everyone is far back, waiting for the slow round, holding on to utility, and getting prepared for what's coming.
Good frag from Dumau. Really important that MPL is able to trade it out. Spamming down the car. Lux has just moved into the position. He's burning. He can't stand there any longer. Has to put himself slightly in the open, but there's a slight gap to the side of that smoke, the lower side of it. Oh, another molly. And Lux just not in the position to fight. His teammate's gone down. And MPL has been waiting round after round to finally get to play, and as soon as he does, he gets a 3K, and they will force overtime.
Oh, you gotta love that round if you're Bait. That worked out so well. Dumau can only go 1 for 1 in an exposed position. Lux could never get set up at the car. The double Molotov, a beautiful idea.
I'm just happy that the series gets competitive. It gets exciting, and I think Legacy still will be able to compete going into the second. So let's see how it all shakes out here. We have got Lato having to deal with the threat of Alex just walking that fade on the smoke, and it's a great opening move from the in-game leader of Bait.
Nissim's going to get all the love. 4 players coming in through the upper tunnels, 1 player lurking in middle. There's no support. Lux is going to have to take a huge risk to cross over and get to this B-bomb site.
Oh, Nissim fired his feet and fired up as he takes 2. Kansas or Essential, both victims of his rifle. A post-mortem kill, though, from Essential's Flames. We've got Lux coming through the side of the smoke. Head trick successful on the sniper, but decides to go to the AK. 24 seconds. Bomb arrives at B. Plant secured, and Alex still in middle.
Interesting. Sadzon's playing this so slow, looking for this lurk, but will he clear deep into the cubby?
I think Dumau will get ever closer to the tunnels as well.
He has to let Dumau play first.
And Dumau needs to get a move on.
If Dumau gets this kill, Alex is going to have to move.
Taking his way out of the tunnels. Alex got the kill in mid, and that's a great kill from Dumau. He slips into the site. He runs it down. He taps that defuse. Pressure's on. Here comes Alex. Open the round. Now looking to close it. Time is ticking on the fuse. And it's Alex with a sigh of relief as the headshot connects.
Bomb is dropped all the way back outside of the B hole, so I'm assuming this is going to turn into a mid to B split. This time you've got 2 players committed to the B bomb site. Nissim going to be in window. Lado, good peek, good kill. Oh, and the second. Nice shots in return from Kenzazor, and that opens the B bomb site.
Yeah, that's huge for Kenzazor. Great work. He's still alive, still kicking, and still causing problems because Legacy can't barrel through those smokes. They're letting Dumau make his move again. He's going into the lower tunnels. He flanked in the last round. He's doing it again. He's a bit quicker this time, though. The head trick has taken Lux out of this equation, and it really does fall on Dumau to step up and make the play because Sadson's got to feel claustrophobic with his AWP. He's pinned back at CT, and a re-smoke's just come in, so Dumau's had to fight through it, and his teammate is now gone. So a tough round ahead of Dumau here, doing what he can through the sides of these smokes time is starting to tick. That fuse is burning away. And the flames enter the site. It's a little bit chaotic, but Kenzazor will continue to close out on a solid round individually from him.
Man, down the stretch of this game, Bait have just taken complete control. They were down 11-7 at one point.
Trick trying to deal with that threat towards top middle. We got Essential blasting out Dumau, and Alex, great shot on the site defender. All of a sudden, it's a 5v3 with Bait in pole position to take map points on Dust 2.
Bait never looked this good against some of the other teams that they played. Against the Huns, they didn't look this good. Lost to M80, but now against Legacy, it's their challenge. They've risen to the call. Qualification on the cards. Oh! Nice double from Lux, but it's not enough.
Yeah, Nissim charging his way back in. It's going to be a very tough, almost impossible scenario, and a head trick will confirm that it is. That AWP rings out. Another round added to the tally of Bait, and it is hard to see how they will lose Dust 2 now. The skirmish for the opening kill. In and around those smokes, but it's about short, and Alex is going to drop 2 up blinded. NPL stepping up with a third, and we've got Sadzin and Nissim left alone. Alex is really going for everything now. He wants to close this map out without any worries. Wall of smokes if you want, or you could just try and go contact and hope you can get past Alex, but he is not missing. He has been the death sentence to Legacy as Dust 2 is about to close. It is Bait to take the opening map of this series. They are now 1 map win away from qualifying into Stage 2 of the Major here in Budapest, and it's looking good for the young Ukrainian side.
Yeah, that's what a crazy, crazy turn of events. I never expected it with how that was going.
Executed towards the A bomb site has arrived. Utility put in place. It's going to be head trick coming out on top of the first engagement against Lato. Sadzin, a lot of targets, none of them being connected onto as head trick and Alex continue to move forward. That's 3 kills quickly for Bait into the pistol.
Yeah, and no real concern about what's coming next. Smokes are still up. The wall is just about to fade. The bomb's already planted. So there's nothing you can do in this retake. Beautiful job, beautiful opening kills, and the round's already cooked.
Ooh, nice shot from
There you
Dumau.
go. Style points, baby. Style points.
Yeah, you'll at least get something out of this pistol.
Get your stats, baby.
Yeah, give it something to get excited about.
One more. Yeah,
Well,
you want
get the
that. You
headshot.
want that. You want that. Chase it
Go
down.
on, Dumau. Yeah. At least something.
Now you got a free P250.
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
yeah.
What was this earlier in the round?
Lovely.
You know? Well, piss around goes the way of Bait. So at least those extra kills might actually, give you a little bit of a better buy going into this. Maybe upgrade pistol here and there.
Legacy moving in to set up a collapse on middle, a little bit of a trap. FaMAS holding Alex in from any kind of a peek. 5-7 running up along the wall. Good kill from Alex. He ended Dust 2 on a tear. Gonna go down in a 1-for-1, but Nissim can get nothing done with the FaMAS. However, Lux, 2 more kills, and all of a sudden this is getting a little weird. Head trick trapped in a 1v1 watching the flank.
Sadzin doing what he can with his scalp. All of his teammates have gone down, so it does put him in a position where he must feel like it's impossible now.
That was the bomb that Lux was dueling against.
Yeah.
I can't believe Hetrick committed to chasing down that kill on the flank with the bomb on his back. That might have been the round over if he fell there, and he's at 9 HP. Very, very close. But Bait's going to squeak away with the victory. Sadzin will go down with the scout. 2-0, and then we have a Legacy save.
Oh, knife. Yeah, we like that. Some style points. Kenzazor some extra money too. And they're still going to celebrate Legacy. Yeah, no friends that can get to him that quickly
And they want this smoke shows catwalk, so they want Dumau to be occupied at short while they attack B.
Yeah, it comes down to this fight though. Lux, with that kill at short, has removed Alex, and that really is the only threat coming up through catwalk. Can Nissim hold on? He's done very well to get one, and no longer is he alone. He's got his teammate Dumau, and a double rings out from his M4 out from short. It is Essential. We can't get anything done, and Dumau lets out a yell. That's a big shutdown from him from short.
That's the one kill you needed. Not only the short one, but Nissim getting that one frag takes away the kind of point of that attack and buys Dumau the extra time to wheel himself around towards short and get prepared for the follow-up fights.
Oh, here comes Hetrick. to the site. It's going to be MPL from window finding success. Essential continue to move out from Palace, but it's just the one as Satsin and Lato combine their powers together, but are right back into the fight again. Or Headtrick and MPL. It puts it all on Nissim. And he's coming in from B. They know he's the B bomb site player. That flash is missed. And he's coming out through connector. It's going to be almost impossible to get his way forward. That grenade lands towards him. He's slowed down. He's held at stairs. He's worried about jungle. For good reason. MPL currently is there. He'll sever off Headtrick's support for the time being, but then Headtrick just peeks out from default, drops him off the top of the stairway.
Legacy on the verge of being broken, which would be an absolute catastrophe. A must-win round for this defensive side. Lux and Dumau jump out the window to be aggressive with support of Sadzin in the window.
Yeah, there's mid-aggression. Let's see if Alex is able to handle it. They stop. They hold back for the time being. They're wanting to put more utility on Alex, and just as he was about to peek the corner, he gets flashed.
Okay, well, Sadzin picks one off, walking up the A ramp. That's a good kill from Lux, an open space fight. You still have NPL to worry about in the underpass.
Yeah, where the bomb is as well right now. You've got to go back and get that if you're bait. It's looking unlikely they're going to find too much success here as Lato adds another to the Legacy defensive hole. But MPL loving the fact he gets a lineup to find a round victory. Really needed that third, and Lato makes sure that it's a 3K from him instead.
Okay, holding on in the all-important round. Opening kills going the way. Sadzin with a nice pick. That's bait, you know, trying to get a little bit tricky, do something unexpected. Legacy really need to get a grip of this game and actually rattle off a few in a row. Take the money away, which would be a victory here. It's exactly what that would accomplish. Sadzin again doing work at range.
A couple of great kills here from Satsin out towards CT. It's going to be Alex dropping Lato. Bait still trying to find their way forward into the bomb site. Lux not going to make that easy. The bomb is loose on the ground, going in for a fight. He's not feeling comfortable about putting it down yet, as Alex is now alone. He's lost his teammate. It's a quick headshot on Lux, but it's still such a tough scenario for Alex here, trying to figure out all the information as to where they possibly could be, where that other player's gotten off to.
And in his mind, he can't actually plant the bomb because he knows Sadzin has been ticket and CT spawn this whole time, so he's kind of got to weigh that risk. So clears it out a little bit deep, looking for the follow-up peek. Nobody's home. Time to get the bomb planted, get that bonus money for your teammates. Alex has been on fire since the end of Dust 2. He's got a real shot at this clutch.
Especially with the space they've given him, right?
Yep.
To plant the bomb, get over towards CT. They're actually giving him isolated fights right now as well. A tough one to land with just the head of Nissim showing, and he'll make sure to make the most of the opportunity. So Legacy now shrink their lead just down to 1. So really starting to come back into it now on Mirage.
Oh dear.
Yeah, that's a good shot from Headtrick. That's Lux removed. The P250's come out on top. It's Dumau waiting out with the rifle. Mowing down Headtrick.
It's nice to get that kill, but it still doesn't like give you, you know,
yeah,
it
no
still
space
hasn't presented
created.
a new opportunity, right? You're still kind of, you still don't really have a good decision to make here.
Especially when Dumau immediately finds the trade. He shuts down any hole. Oh, nice shot from Alex. Shot of the smoke. Nissim's gone. Let's see if Dumau can get another. Oh, that kill makes a difference, though. That really makes a difference. Dumau's down with 40 seconds on the clock. Still time for Bait to make this happen.
Too aggressive from Nissim, I think. You didn't need to get that aggressive around that smoke. Oh, and it doesn't get broken open. That might have been a good look, but they're almost coming right at this. Oh my God.
Oh my God, he's got a
He's won
chance.
it.
Oh, the barrel. Oh, they line up. He just can't get the second, but that kill surely has done this. The bomb is planted. Sadzin already damaged, is a long way off even getting back to the correct bomb site. So he's decided, I don't even want to throw my op into a risky spot, so I'm going to pick that up. Gonna get away. Headtrick and Alex. Oh, great openers hit from Bait. Devastating to the Legacy defense. It's gone. Completely destroyed within seconds of the round beginning, and Bait are just walking all over Legacy. I said coming into this map that I wasn't worried that Legacy would disappear entirely, but right now they're not here, Jason.
Bait just 6 rounds away from qualification to stage 2 of the Major here in Budapest.
Essential. Moving to the end of the hallway. It's going to be Kansas Horn coming out on top. Nissim to look up into the apartments, and Essential to fall.
That's what I mean, though. Like, look at how unafraid they are to challenge anything, come through any smoke.
And MPL, speaking of, coming through the B apartment smoke, and you know, having the gumption to go through a smoke might pay off for him here as well, because Nissim's really relying on that smoke to act as a blockade to prevent them from moving forward. It doesn't even matter though, because Kenza, so when it started the connector, has taken Nissim down, opened up that B bomb site, and with that kill, you can see how confident Bait are just to move forward and take all this space. The bomb will be planted, Legacy now coming in on the retake, but MPL's already got so much ground into the market. This position is so strong and results in another kill going the way of Bait.
Yeah, this map has Bait written all over it. Legacy getting worked
here at the Major.
I think we're gonna get that little A-ramp that contact play, excuse me. A-ramp contact play as it looks like they're just around to turn the corner, and there goes Lado. Exactly what it was after the Molotov fades.
Oh my
there
God.
it is. The fragging from Bait just turns into a bulldozer at some point.
Well, you got Dumau coming back out through the lower tunnels. MPL gonna be caught out.
Kenzie's got a third.
Yeah, look, Dumau's going to die as well. Okay, nice and easy for Bait. No problems. They're just running at them.
Now it's capitulation.
Yeah, now it's complete and utter collapse for Legacy. Nowhere to be seen in this first half. Bait just dominating them, and are now looking like they are going to be the team to qualify into Stage 2 of the StarLadder Major here in Budapest. Fantastic performance from Bait, and we wonder what Mirage would look like between the two teams. Right now we're getting a very one-sided, dominant performance from the Ukrainians. Kenzor to go down. And Hedrick playing off the back of the bench. Moving into the site, it's going to be MPL to grab another one, this time from the market. Lux the victim. Dumau to move forward, and that's Hedrick to fall down, no issue. Alex has the kit, remember, bomb's not even planted, not yet anyway. They're just hopping out into the site, and those fights won by Legacy. They needed that pistol round, and at least they've picked it up.
Yeah, they absolutely did. I was surprised, actually, Bait just didn't try and keep the bomb was over at bench. They spotted a jump across. I thought they'd just kind of try and keep it trapped and make sure that Legacy had to come to them for the fights to get the bomb out, or try and grab the bomb carrier on the crossover, but
yeah, we'll see what they can do in Stage 2. For Legacy, shouldn't have too much resistance in a round like this. 9-6 should be the scoreline ringing out.
Say that again?
Yeah,
one more time.
A nice little deagle shot there from Essential. Is there anything else? Yes, there is. He's got another one in him. Essential going back for 3. There's one from Kenzor, and I eat my words as they eat lead. It's now Sadsin left in the apartments. The AK alone versus 5. A round that should never have gone Bait's way, as Sadsin has to fight on, denied by Kenzor, and Essential Deeking grabbing another round win for Bait. It's going to be some fake smokes being thrown out here from Nissim into the A bomb site. Going to try and adjust the players over at B, but Legacy are coming at this B bomb site. Alex seeing there's no one committing with this.
Yeah, they haven't bid on the fake whatsoever, have they?
No, they know. They know it's a B play. Kenzor, MPL, shutting this one down. Essential gets nothing this time, but the rest of his teammates deliver. More than enough work being done by Bait. And Legacy shattered here on Mirage.
Yeah, I mean, it's cool, though. It's awesome for Bait. This is, I mean, you think you've beat them in the past 2 series. Legacy try and throw a little bit of confusion to change up the map veto to regain an advantage elsewhere. And you handle it, not only on Dust 2, which you'd lost 2 times previously, but now the new map that comes into play, Mirage, because they banned out Train instead, you wreck them on that as well. So Legacy, again, in this matchup, going to be scratching their heads thinking, what do we have to do? What's the trick to beating this Bait team?
Head trick with Yorp. Everyone else on a rifle, and Legacy come to bear with 5 AK-47s. Let's see what they can do with it. The Brazilians need a massive comeback, and it's Head trick to get things started with an opening kill. Kenzor to follow up. And this map will end as it has gone all map long. Pure domination for Bait. They are going to Stage 2 of this major in Budapest. It's just Lato remaining. Legacy will have to play on the final day. And Lato doing what he can in a round like this. But Bait just need to take a deep breath, and MPL, the man to close it out. Bait will move forward. They progress to the next stage here in Budapest. And they do it over Legacy, a team that they just seem to have the number of.
What a surprise. Guns for $1 yet again. Not tired? Stop wasting time and money on junk. With Hellcase, your inventory will turn into a fairy tale.